10 years ago, I posted my very first video on this channel. Little did I know that a whole decade later, I'd still be making silly little block game videos. And here we are. At 14, I really had no idea what this hobby would bring me. All the friends that I would meet, the projects I would participate in, ones that I would host myself, and the lessons I'd learned throughout it all, which have had such an impact on my life growing up. I truly can't imagine the kind of person I would be today, not having this creative and positive environment to grow up in. The reason I even went to art school in the first place was because of YouTube. I discovered my passion for art through all the projects I would put my creative hand into, and it really pushed me to study art professionally. Technically, I have a bachelor's now in fine art, so I guess. I was always naturally drawn to making art for projects I was a part of, from fan art to logos, thumbnails, even renders and texture packs. And you know what? I'll count it. Video editing, that's still a creative skill. All of those combined pushed me to pursue art. Who knew? From showing off my builds, playing mini games, participating in SMPs, role plays, servers, and streaming, telling stories, and just sharing my experiences. YouTube for me has become a personal diary, and I love looking back on who I used to be and having that visual time capsule of where I was throughout those 10 years. And I don't know, I just love that I can go back and see how I've grown over the years and who I used to be. There was a point where I left YouTube. I genuinely thought I was done with it and was ready to move on, and now that I've come back, it's something I joke about not being able to quit as much as I want to. I just always end up coming back to it, and I feel like it's one of those very few things in my life that I consistently come back to no matter what's going on. There are things I've tried out before and then I've never picked up again, but for whatever reason, Minecraft and YouTube are like the one thing that I just cannot get rid of. YouTube has become a place where I get to explore different forms of expression and storytelling and even communication, all while I get to develop different creative skills. I've learned how to manage projects, write outlines and scripts, record voiceovers, develop my own brand, build a whole community where I can connect with you guys. I've learned how to network a little bit, and for me, most importantly, how to be creative and authentic. I feel like my confidence has also grown a lot over these 10 years. I feel like I truly had a safe space to grow up in and learn and truly find my voice without judgment. Talking to the camera more and more has given me the space to practice speaking more confidently and authentically. Although it's a little unnatural, I feel like it's helped. Especially those live streams. Live streams, I learned that I can yap for a long time. I've also been given the opportunity to practice consistency, learning how to pace myself and what works best for me, and really understand what balance feels like for me. And when I was met with burnout, which happens to the best of us and all of us truly, I was met with nothing but support and love, and so I thank you for that. I've always told myself that I would keep making videos until it didn't feel like something I wanted to do anymore. There were definitely times where I was like, okay, I'm done, I don't want to do it, and so I stopped. And I think giving myself that grace really allowed me to come back and keep going with it. And as of right now, I feel very fulfilled and happy with this little hobby. I always want to make my younger self proud. I want to be helpful and supportive to others, and I want to be creative and happy and fulfilled by doing that. And you know, so far I think that I've done a good job. It really is crazy that it's been 10 years. It doesn't feel like it, truthfully, but some of you have been around for so long. I want to give a huge shout out, if she's watching, to Rachel. She was my very first subscriber on this channel 10 years ago, and to this day, we still check up with each other, and I think that if I never met her, I don't know where I would be. Truthfully, she's what kickstarted me being consistent and really getting to meet people, so huge shout out to her. Also, just a huge shout out to everyone I've met that have been so kind and helped me become the person I am today. Truly, I am so grateful. Thank you to everyone who's followed me throughout my journey these past 10 years. Can you believe that? I still can't get over that. Whether you found me through a live stream back on YouTube, through my SMP series, through my roleplay series, or even like something you found recently that I've been doing, just me posting whatever I want and talking. Thank you for these 10 amazing years, and we'll see what's next. I have no idea. We'll see. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. I appreciate you for being here, and I will see you somewhere on the internet. I have no idea where. Maybe here. Alright, take care.